It's blues time. Y'all ready for blues time? One of the things I like about playing in this format is that maybe I can talk a little bit about how I wrote some of the songs. And this riff right here came to me when I first went to Chicago 40 years ago to get with Alligator Records. And the band and I pretty much moved to Chicago at the time, be around the music and all the gigs, you know, and the record company. We all moved into a little motel on the north side up on the lake in Chicago, a place called the Heart of Chicago Motel. Not the nicest motel in Chicago. But we didn't care because we were hanging out at the blues clubs every night with our idols, you know, and sometimes they'd even let us sit in with them and stuff. Guys like Otis Rush, and Junior Wells, Lonnie Brooks and his family, of course Coco Taylor, and the baddest of them all was Albert Collins. Nobody could cut Albert Collins. We all tried, but we couldn't do it. All the guitar players would line up at the side of the stage and he'd call us all up one at a time and just slice and dice us. We loved it. Now it saddens me that all those people I just mentioned are gone now. They're all gone. There's one guy out there who's still doing it from that era. Buddy Guy. Yeah. That's probably worth pointing out that Buddy Guy is on the longest retirement tour I've ever heard of in my life. And he's stretching that thing out. And since I've based my whole career on kind of ripping him off, I'll just go ahead and announce my retirement tonight. See if I can stretch it out for another 20 years or so. But when I would go see Buddy play at the Checkerboard Lounge, which is his club, he would always play this riff right here. It really stuck in my mind, you know? It seemed like every other song had this riff right here. I was also at the time still listening to the rock and roll music that I grew up with, always will. Of course, bands like the Allman Brothers Band and ZZ Top. I love me some Top. And Top had a song that went, I may not want to admit it, I'm just a fool for his stockings, I believe. So I took the two grooves, the two riffs, and I put them together and came up with a song. It's one way of looking at it. This one right here. Seems like nowadays ain't nothing made to last. One day you got it all, then it disappears so damn fast. And our love, well, it's on and off again. Well, I know you wanna quit me, baby, but a quitter never wins. See what I did there? Don't tell on me. You walk out on a love, I'll stay through thick and thin. And after all that we've been through, baby, now you're telling me this is the end in our love. Well, it's on and off again. Well, I know you wanna quit me, baby, but a So I put this song on my Storm Warning album, which came out in 1994, 32 years ago. Ouch. A couple years after that, 1996, I was playing a little venue up in northern Midwest, somewhere maybe Minnesota or something like that. A knock came on the dressing room door before I was going on stage. I was getting ready to go on stage, and I heard that knock, and I opened that dressing room door. And there was a 14-year-old boy standing out there, and he wanted to come in, and he wanted me to teach him quit or never win. And so he didn't seem so dangerous, so I let him in. But he turned out to be highly dangerous, because his name was Johnny Lang. And he recorded this song. He sold 2 million copies of my song. Got my attention. I'm a big fan. And since then, a couple dozen other artists have recorded it. John Lee Hooker Jr. did a nice version of it. Melvin Taylor from Chicago did probably my favorite version of it. And then a couple years ago, the late great John Mayall put it on his final album. So grateful. Seems like nowadays, love or weather, know I mean. You swore you'd never leave me, honey. Then you hung and walked